Rubin from East West Healing Performance. Today I want to talk about cholesterol. Now this is a huge topic. A lot of people think you can get high cholesterol from eating high cholesterol foods. But if you didn't know this, most of the cholesterol in the body is actually produced in the body. And I think I've done tons of YouTube clips on this. If you want to learn more about what I'm talking about in regards to cleansing, the liver, I put a link at the beginning of the slideshow. Kind of pause it, copy it, paste it in your browser, go to that link, read the cleanse. There's 2 links on there that you can learn more about the liver, how to pump it and things like that. Very beneficial, so check it out. But the thing is, the liver actually produces about 1 gram of cholesterol per day. That's actually more cholesterol than you could get from eating a stick of butter. So, excuse me, some other interesting facts about the liver. It actually receives and filters 3 pints of blood per day. I've actually talked about the liver and the heart connection, how liver issues or congestion can cause heart issues because the liver filters this blood. So check that link as well. I'll put the link on here for you as well. Check that out to learn more about the liver and the heart. If you have heart conditions, any type of heart conditions, tachycardia, bradycardia, all those different things, check it out because it's quite interesting how the liver filters the blood. The liver actually produces 1 to 2 quarts of bile per day. Now, let's talk about cholesterol. First thing is when the body's stressed. Okay? When the body's stressed, cholesterol is a precursor to every steroidal hormone in your body. Now, when the body's stressed, it says, I need more stress hormones. The body thinks about safety and security first. That is utmost importance for the human body. It's about safety and security. So what it does, it starts to overproduce cholesterol so you can start producing your other hormones like pregnenolone, DHEA, testosterone, estrogens, cortisol, aldosterone, things like that. These are needed to fight inflammation, regulate blood sugar, regulate blood pressure. So you're actually going to start increasing cholesterol production, of the body will, to help the body fight stress. It's actually a protective mechanism. So we can't look at cholesterol as a bad thing. We have to look at it as a good thing. Now, how do you get rid of that? You have to figure out what your stresses are. Chemical, electromagnetic, nutritional, emotional, physical, on and on and on. Way too many for me to go into because it's all individualized anyway, but way too many for me to go into in this YouTube clip. But you need to look at all your stresses to reduce the amount of stress in your life and your cholesterol will go down. Trust me, we do it with people all the time. Lipitor, not going to cut it. Not telling you to go off it, but it's up to you. Secondly, the interesting thing about the liver is it's got little networks in it, and they're really kind of small. Now, you have HDL, you have lipoproteins, HDL, LDL, and what's called VLDL, very low lipoproteins, density lipoproteins. Now, we say HDL is good cholesterol, and LDL is bad cholesterol. The funny thing is, HDL actually goes from the periphery to the liver. LDL goes, or VLDL goes from the liver to the periphery to fight inflammation. So anytime you have inflammation in the arteries, let's say a lot of the times from dead cells, you have dead proteins. From undigested food particles and undigested proteins. They're very acidic for the body. And these can actually build up in the body. When all the stores are filled, they'll actually start to lodge themselves in the basal membranes of the arteries. What happens is this has caused thickening. This causes inflammation. And what the body does, it actually sends VLDL or LDL as well to these areas like little carpenters to fight inflammation. So these collagen fibers or proteins don't make their way to the heart. So it's actually that buildup in the arteries. We have to look at that as a protective mechanism so the particles of clots don't make their way to the heart. So that's another reason why we need these low density or very low density lipoproteins. They're actually not bad. It's actually our body's way of protecting itself. They're like little carpenters. So we have to say, why is there inflammation there? Why is there sites of inflammation? What's causing this inflammation? Is it diet? Is it excess breakdown of proteins, or the ability of the liver to break down excess proteins, the inability of the liver to break down dead cells, which actually cause excess urea or uric acid, which can cause uric acid stones or gallbladder stones, uric acid stones in the kidney and things like that. So we have to really look at this in order to detoxify the liver and support it. The last thing is, when the liver gets congested, whether it's a liver insufficiency, liver stasis, or you might get some sort of gallbladder stones in there, blood can't make its way through or back. It can't filter its way through the liver, and I've talked about this. It filters 3 pints per day. Now, the thing is, HDL is actually very small, these lipoproteins, so they can make their way through the network in the liver, even if there's a blockage. The problem is, if there's a blockage in the liver, the VLDL and the LDL are very thick, but they're actually the most rich in cholesterol. That's why you might show having high cholesterol. So what happens is they can't make their way through the liver. Now, they'll actually be stored in the blood, or they actually start to build up in the blood. So the problem is, you get your cholesterol checked, you show high LDL, high LDL and VLDL might show high cholesterol per se, or the bad cholesterol. But at the same time, the liver sees that as a problem because the VLDL and LDLs are not flowing through the liver. So it says, hey, we have a problem. We actually have a deficiency in LDL and VLDL, so it actually starts to overproduce these to throw them out into the system more and more and more. So now you start having more LDL and VLDL in the body. This is how you show having high cholesterol. Now, is it high cholesterol the problem when there's inflammation? Is it high cholesterol when there's a problem when you have a congested liver or gallbladder? On and on and on, the three things I just talked about. It's really not the high cholesterol that's a problem. It's a site of inflammation. It's congested liver. There's other things causing this. We can't really look into the liver as a problem, which is part of the problem. We have to look at the, we can't look at the areas of issue as the problem. We have to look at the liver gallbladder as issue. Is blood not filtering through that efficiently? Are there bile stones? Is there bile insufficiency? Is there a thickening of the blood because of a liver problem? On and on and on. So the bottom way is, the best way to lower cholesterol, and check out that link that I put up there for you, is to actually eat a diet that's high in cholesterol saturated fats. A diet that's moderately high in good proteins, vegetables, fruits, things like that. Eliminate all sugars, meaning like, high fructose corn syrup, processed foods, boxed foods, canned foods, wrapped foods, Coke, all those things. Another thing you want to do is check out our link. You actually want to pump the liver. You want to support it with specific supplements like dandelion and artichoke. And then you actually want to cleanse the liver and gallbladder. But you want to cleanse it first and then support it to make sure blood can go through it. And you'll see over time your cholesterol levels will drop. Let me read you something from the label of Lipitor. Lipitor is a prescription drug used with a diet low in cholesterol. Lipitor is not for everyone, including those with liver disease or possible liver problems. So why the hell are you taking it if liver produces the cholesterol? It should be taken with people with liver problems or liver disease, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Most women want to become pregnant, not all. Lipitor has not been shown to prevent heart disease or heart attack. Most people that take Lipitor have high cholesterol. They're basically programmed to take it because they're going to have a heart attack or have a heart problem or heart disease. If you take Lipitor, tell your doctor about any usual muscle pain or weakness. This could be a sign of serious effects, blah, 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 blah. But the funny thing, there's actually an article in the Journal of American Medical Association about cholesterol and mortality, and they showed after the age of 50, there's no increased overall death rate associated with high cholesterol. And this is Western medicine. No high death rate associated with high cholesterol over the age of 50. But they also showed, the same study, that for every 1 milligram drop in cholesterol in your body, your risk of death soared by a whopping 14%. In other words, taking statins, and you actually at a higher risk for death. So really research this. Understand why you might be taking Lipitor. Understand why you might have high cholesterol. I know it's a really quick clip, and it's hard to get a lot in, but the bottom line is you need to look at the liver and gallbladder. You need to look at the gut, because the gut having permeability issues, things like that, usually overload the liver, or even the heart through the hepatic vein, or the portal vein, things like that, which can cause liver insufficiencies, liver gallbladders. So you have to pump the liver, you have to support it, cleanse it, look at the diet, because these are the things that are causing it. So hopefully you enjoy this clip, and I'll check you later.